it's Lewis. I'm at the amusement park. My friends want to ride that roller coaster, but I'm nervous about going around that loop. The loop made me think about John in Water Never Hurt a Man, and how his character made a loop, and the loop was the story's theme. I'll show you what I mean. In Water Never Hurt a Man, John goes through a change in the story, and that change reveals the theme of the story. When you use a character to reveal the theme, you look at characterizations, both direct and indirect. I think of those characterizations as cars on the roller coaster, and the loop as the story. The first half of the loop is the beginning, and the second half is the end. In the first half of the story, we learn that John is scared because the author says he was afraid of his father, and he was afraid of storms. That's a direct characterization of John at the beginning of the story. The author shows us how John is afraid by describing how he went back to work after his father reached for his belt to punish him for not working. That's an indirect characterization of John at the beginning of the story. In the middle of the story, John and his father have an intense, dramatic confrontation with another father and son. Because of John's actions in that central scene, his character undergoes a change. By the end of the story, we learn that John has decided not to be afraid anymore because the author writes, this time, John realized how it was to be hurt, and something burst loose in his inside, and he screamed. That's a direct characterization of John at the end of the story. The author shows us how John has courage when he stands up to his father by telling him they should continue working. That's an indirect characterization of John at the end. Both the direct and indirect characterizations give us a clear picture of John and how he has changed. So let's roll this back to the beginning. Because of direct and indirect characterization, we understand the choices that John makes, how he interacts with other characters, and why he changes. These changes help reveal the theme of the story. Conquering your fears makes you stronger. Like John, I want to conquer my fears too, so I'm ready to ride. At least I think so.